Hi everyone, welcome to episode 9 of AutoStore Myths. This week we're going to be talking about slotting or SKU slotting within the warehouse and how that affects an AutoStore. So in a more traditional warehouse you'd assign each of your SKUs to be, say, an A, B or a C mover. And then you strategically place those SKUs in positions where they've got greater access if they're higher runners. And then your slower runners might be furthest away from, say, your packing benches or furthest away from where you're doing your pick walks. So with AutoStore, you don't really need to think about slotting or assigning A, Bs or Cs. The system will do it itself. The fast runners will always sit on the top level of the grid and the slow runners at the bottom. The way that works is essentially we always place SKUs that have been picked back onto the top level of the grid. If they're picked again, they stay on the top level. If they're not picked for a while, they'll slowly sink down the stack through the digging process. So here's a video just to explain it in a much simpler, more visual way. So it starts with a robot picking a bin and then goes on to explain the natural slotting. Hope you enjoy.
From there, the robot presents the bin to a human at an AutoStore workstation who picks the requested item. Every time a bin is presented, it returns to the top of the grid. Bins containing high-demand products stay on top, while bins with less popular items find their way to the bottom as other bins below are requested at workstations. In this way, the system naturally adapts to continuously changing events, accelerating the fulfillment process and always optimizing flow of order movement. To sum it all up, the AutoStore system is often the perfect picture of a slotted warehouse with A movers on top and C movers at the bottom. So there's no need to think about slotting ever again.
So hopefully that video makes sense and clears it up a little bit. Now the key thing to take away is that when a bin is picked from or delivered to a port, it is replaced on the top level of the grid. So say a C mover suddenly becomes an A mover, it's dug up once, delivered to a port and then replaced on the top level of the grid. So that digging process that people talk about only ever happens once, assuming it continues to be picked. So that's it for this week on SKU slotting and how it doesn't really matter for AutoStore at all. Tune in next week for some further myth busting. Cheers!